Hey guys, welcome to the video. We're going to talk about kind of my favorite and least favorite parts of living in Rapid City after living here for 5 years now, or 6 years, sorry. Lived here for 6 years. And I'm going to go through my honest take on my favorite parts and my least favorite parts of being here, because there's definitely some good parts and there's definitely some bad parts too. So I'm just going to be very candid in what I feel is the best and the worst parts of it. Now, if you don't know me already, my name is Christian Morrison. I am a local real estate agent here in the Rapid City, Black Hills area. And I do this YouTube channel for people who are looking at moving here. Now let's get into today's content. I'm actually currently in one of my favorite parts of Rapid City, our favorite little areas. This is Founders Park. You can see the river right behind me here. I'm on a walking trail. Sometimes it's easier for me to walk and think and talk about stuff. So anyways, that's where I'm at, if you're wondering what this background is. So I'm gonna start off with kind of my least favorite parts of Rapid City. You know, one of my personal least favorite parts of Rapid City is the winters. You know, when I first moved here, I had lived in colder climates than this, and it didn't really bother me because it doesn't get extremely cold here in the winter like other areas I've lived in the past. But it's definitely cold. You know, you're definitely going to be not hanging out outside all the time for 4 or 5 months, and that kind of gets old to me. I kind of get sick of that sometimes. I like to go to warmer weather, and I'll be able to go outside and go on a walk with my family, or go to a park or go on a hike or something like that. And you can do it still, but a couple days, you know, here and there to warm up enough to go. But me personally, I do get sick of the winters, which would probably be a big deterrent to a lot of people, I would imagine. Now, there's still tough stuff to do in the winters. Like, you know, we got indoor activities. We also got like skiing up at Terry Peak that you can go do. That's always a good spot to go hang out. They're opening a tubing hill this coming year, so that might be cool. Probably take my family up to that. We do some sledding and stuff like that, and you can go snowshoeing. But overall, I'm not a giant fan of the weather. Probably the next thing that would be one of my least favorite things about Rapid City itself, and the Black Hills in general, is, this may sound stupid honestly, but is the grocery store options. This is gonna sound strange to some people, and some people it totally will make sense to them, but we don't have the best grocery store options. Other areas that I've been and lived in have amazing grocery stores, you know, health food options, bigger product supply, or maybe not supply, but bigger product, what's the word? I'm looking for a word here, I can't think of it. Bigger product selection, there you go. Took me a minute there. But our grocery stores are not the greatest, you know, probably the best is Safeway here. It's not very big. Obviously you got everything you need at these grocery stores, but not every time do they have everything that I would want to have in a grocery store. The next big thing for me that I dislike about the area is gonna be some of the restaurant selections, which are becoming better and better, and there's more concepts moving here. But currently where we sit right now, it is June of 2022. We lack some of my favorite personal and my wife's favorite chains of restaurants. So number one is Chick-fil-A, man. Some people hate it, some people love it. I love it personally. I wish we had it here. Either that or Raising Cane's, if you're familiar with that. I wish we had one of those. Small little tangent there, but I do wish we had a little bit better selection in restaurants, and I think it's coming, and it already has come, and we've already got in the last year like 5 or 6 new good restaurants. And if you know my past, you know my family's been involved in restaurants for a long time, so maybe that's why I think about restaurants in that way. But yeah, restaurants are coming here, but they're not all here yet. We do have some really great restaurants, but not as many as I would like personally. Another thing that I really dislike about the area is the airport. Now, I actually like the airport itself. It's actually a clean, nice airport, really easy to get in and out of, really quick to get through security, that type of thing. But me and my wife, we definitely like to travel quite a bit. You know, a couple times a year we go travel somewhere. And our airport is always at least one connecting flight to the next place, which is not a big deal. But we have 2 little kids, so for us, it kind of is a big deal. Also, flights are pretty expensive out of here, and it's usually gonna take you a little bit, you know, quite a bit of time to get somewhere. Like, we're going to Maryland for my brother's wedding this summer, and I think the entire trip is like 7.5 hours and one connecting flight in Denver. So kind of annoying, but not horrible, I guess. And also they are going to grow the airport and add a couple more terminals, or whatever they're called, to the airport. And I don't know exactly when that's coming, but I'll find an article of that and put it on the link of this. But currently, as it sits, the airport does irritate me personally a little bit. I wish we had a little bit better, more direct flight options. and a little bit a cheaper airfare. All right, that's enough of me being a negative Nilly here. Let's talk about the things that I really like about the area. So I'm gonna start off with a banger, with my very first and probably my favorite thing of overall about living here is the summers, which we're in right now. I'm walking downtown, or I'm basically downtown, very close. Walking out here in this park, and it's like 70 degrees, feels perfect. Sun's out, feels very good. Summers are blissful in Rapid City, in my opinion. We have some beautiful lakes. I love going up to Dakota, I mean my family do. We got Angostura, Sheridan Lake as well. So many hiking trails and little waterfall spots. Little holes where you can go swimming and tucked in the hills that are beautiful. The summers are just amazing here. You know, going biking, running, fishing, whatever you want to do outside, kayaking, boating. We got all of it in the summer. I absolutely love the summers here. They're amazing. There's nowhere else I'd rather be in the summer. In fact, me and my wife typically don't go anywhere in the summer because we like to be here so much. All right, let's go number two. Another thing I really love about the area is the people here. What I mean by that is people in this town are very welcoming. They're very laid back people. They're very much like enjoy your life type people. You know, no one's in a major hurry. No one's extremely competitive with you. There's not a lot of the keeping up with the Joneses type stuff here at all. I love that about it. Me and my wife, we have, you know, a lot of friends in our friend group, I guess you could call it, you know, that have kids our age and like to do similar things outside, you know, go to the park, go hiking, go to the lake, all that kind of stuff. And so I really love the people here. And I also love the business community here that I'm a part of, right? They're very welcoming. When I first moved here, you know, knowing nobody, I've been pretty involved in the business community here now. Got to know a lot of business owners, they're friends of mine, things like that. And they're very welcoming, open, I don't know what I'm saying there. They're very open to meeting new people and helping you out and helping each other out here in the business community as well. Another thing, this is kind of a spin-off of the first thing, which is the weather, but we have really awesome parks here. Like I'm in Founders Park right now. I've probably said that 18 times probably, I don't know, in this video, but I love Founders Park. Me and my wife, we go to a couple other parks in the area a lot. Got some areas that are designated just for kids, like Storybook Island, which is like a super cool fairy tale area for kids. It's a park as well that you can go play in. It's free to get in, unless it's like a special event day in the winter or something, but free to get in. Amazing spot for kids. We're actually gonna do, me and my wife are gonna do a video on that coming up here in the next couple weeks, so you guys can check out Storybook and some other parks here with us. To tag along with that one as well, because it just came to my mind, like I said, I walk and think better sometimes. There's also a family food truck night in the summer that I love. That is in Canyon Lake Park, which is a beautiful park. I've done a video on it before. And Canyon Lake Park has this family food truck night every Tuesday, I believe it is. We go to it probably every other week we go. And all the awesome food trucks there. We have a lot of good food trucks here in the summer. They're out in the winter too, I believe, but you usually go to them in the summer. So you go out there, have a picnic around the lake. There's usually music out there, and you can eat some food truck stuff. So we love that. Also another thing, and I'm sorry I keep tagging onto this first one with my favorite parts of it, but in the summer there's also downtown summer nights on Thursdays, every Thursday, and we go to that probably every other weekend as well. And that is an awesome thing. You can bring your family, you can go out, they got food trucks, you got also some breweries around there, some other good restaurants. There's a kid-friendly area, but everything's kid-friendly, but there's a kid-friendly area that has like bouncy castles, different types of food trucks. There's an ice cream place on there on Main Street Square. And then also there's the other area, which is more like adult driven, I guess, kind of, but there's live bands, all the best bands in the area come to it. Like I said, food trucks, breweries, that type of thing there. So that is super fun in the summer. Another awesome part about Rapid City, guys, is where I'm at right now. There's hiking. And I am basically downtown. This hill right here, you probably can't see it because of the camera, but there's people hiking right there. Hiking up, this is M Hill. And so you can just go in the middle of town if you only have half an hour, and you can go on a hike. You can go on a full hike up M Hill and back, get a good workout in, and yeah, go on your hike. Another thing here that I like about the area is I like the political landscape of the area. I've done a video on this before if you want to see my take on what it's like here. But in this video, I'm giving my opinions. I'm not giving you, you know, unbiased third-party opinion. This is my biased opinion on it, on all of this stuff. I love the political landscape in the area. It's very laid back. It's the most laid back political landscape that I've been in. I think the county, Pennington County, which is where Rapid City is, something like 70% registered Republicans, which I don't really care about that specifically. However, that does tell you a little bit of how the politics are here. It's a very conservative state. However, the feeling in the state, in the city, to me, is very much libertarian. I've mentioned this before. It's very much like, hey, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we leave each other alone politically. There's a lot of good things that have come from that I love about the area, and one of the reasons I live here. I think this will be the last, well, I'll wrap it up on, but one of my last favorite things about the area is how much growth is happening in a healthy way. So I did a podcast with a guy named Jason Solomon, who's been on the city council for a while, and he talked about this as well. I'll link my podcast channel in the description so you can check that out if you'd like. But he's, like I said, he's been a city councilman for a long time, been involved with the community for a long time, and he talks about the growth of it, how they've been planning for it, getting ready for it, and having be able to have a sustainable, healthy growth in the area, so that we can continue to thrive and get more options here. So the airport's growing, restaurants coming to town, higher paying jobs coming to town. They're expanding the water supply, all of that kind of stuff. They're preparing the roads. So they're ready for the growth. We're getting good growth coming in, and it's a lot of good energy, and I love it. I love seeing it grow so much since I've started living here. The businesses are growing. Like I said, there's better jobs coming in for everybody in the area. The airport's going to grow, and the military base, which is in Box Elder, about 10 miles away from Rapid City, is going to double in size, which will bring even more here. So Rapid City is going to be on a growth trajectory for a while. And I love that about it. I love the energy of that. I love kind of being on the ground force of something that's going to be, in my opinion, a amazing destination. Already is, but even more amazing destination in the next 10 years. I see nothing but growth for Rapid City in the next 10 years personally. And that's why I'm so heavily invested in it. That's why I do these videos for everybody and keep everybody updated on what's happening with news, real estate news and things like that. So I think that is about going to wrap this up, guys. I've never asked for this before, but if you're watching this video, you got a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Maybe you're thinking about moving to Rapid City eventually, the Black Hills eventually. Hit me with a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button for me. Maybe a notification bell if you're feeling like it. I'd appreciate it. I've never asked for that before, but that'd be awesome if you would do that. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Peace.